Hi, this is Paul from globaltradingsoftware.com, and this is a futures trading tutorial using the day trading basic bundle. Now, we say basic bundle, there's nothing basic about it. There's four tools on here. There's the Auto Harmonic pattern, there's the xBratAlgo, so they're the signal generators. We then have the BIAS Depth Heatmap, which is our confirmation, and then we have the manager to manage the trades. So this is a prime example of using all four indicators here. Again, two signal generators for two different types of trading strategies. And this is oil futures. This is live right now, and I want to go through, it's on the 5-minute time frame. What happens was go with the Auto Harmonics first. We'll look at the entry, the trade management for this type of trade, and then we'll look at the xBratAlgo and do the same sort of thing, entry and trade management. Okay, so first of all, on the left here we can see the back pattern forms and completes. We've got an A, a B, a C and a D correction. Okay, that D pivot completes in the automated completion zone. So there's a high probability that the resulting bearish trade, and how do we know it's resulting bearish trade? Because it's colored in red, is going to go to at least this C pivot. This is where we got these targets on here. Okay, so with this type of trade, we need to be reasonably aggressive with the entry. We need to look for entry short outside of this zone. This zone is made up of overlaps of fib extensions and fib retracements. So, if we go short outside of there, that's pretty good. Now, one of the things with the with this harmonic pattern is at the moment the manager ribbon is still green and we're still looking for the short. Right here we can see now on the BIAS Depth Heatmap where 1, 2, 3, 4 out of 6 are bearish. So we can go short, but we can't look for longer term moves on this because the bias isn't all 6 until we get down to the bottom. So we've got to be conservative and think, right, let's stick to these. So it's target 1, target 2, target 3 is right by the C pivot. That's the most I want to let it go before it could turn around, because these pivots on this harmonic pattern really represent good support and resistance areas as well. So very, very simply, we've got the signal, we've got a sensible entry strategy, and because the manager ribbon is still green, because we're only 5 out of 6 on the BIAS Depth Heatmap, we're going to just trade it to target 1, target 2, target 3. In the end, it just found support at target 3. So that's one trade on oil, and that, that entry was 121.16 and target 3 was 120.62. Okay, so we're 38, 48, 54 ticks. Okay, so it's a decent move. We then find support, and we know that's a good support because it's the C pivot. So we're starting to build a picture of the behavior of oil here. We start to move away from that support. You see how the BIAS Depth Heatmap is changing from red to yellow to green now. Then we get a 6-star buy at this point here. We need to be sensible in our entry for this. We've got to look left and we see this D pivot here. So we want to make sure that our entry is just above the D pivot. Even though our standard entry for the xBratAlgo signal is 1 tick above the high of the signal candle here, we want to make sure we breach this D pivot. That's the entry there at 121.39, and as you see here, the BIAS Depth Heatmap, we're going 3 green, 3 green, 4 green, 5 green. We're starting to really build up some momentum to the bullish side now, and we push. We got the entry. To manage this trade, we're still in it because we're using the manager. We turn green at this point just after the entry. The ribbon is still green. Okay, stop loss for this particular xBratAlgo is just below the 6-star signal candle. Okay, what we want to do then is wait for pullbacks, let it push, let it pull back. The pullback on the manager All these little blue dots represent lower than average volume. It runs out of juice and starts to move back up again. Once you've got a pivot above the entry, excuse me, that's an order submitted on the Auto Trader, we go there and we manage to trade at that point there. What we're looking for now is we didn't get a runner because the situation wasn't right with the harmonic pattern, but we took 54 ticks. What the situation we've got in now with oil is that the ribbon for the manager is pretty wide. The thing we've got to look for now is we've got to look at these dots up above or below. If we get two red candles like we got here on this move down with higher than average volume with a cyan, we get out. Or if the ribbon turns red, we get out. Until we get that situation, we're not going to panic on the pullbacks, and we're going to allow that to come down and allow it to go again. Right now, you know, we've locked in probably 30 ticks. We're over 100 ticks in profit right now. So if your morning's trading on oil and you've made 150 ticks on these two trades using the day trading basic bundle, which by the way is discounted by 21%. If you actually buy the bundle rather than buying the individual indicators, it's discounted at 21%. These four indicators really help give you the signals, the confirmations, and then that trade management. So this is just a prime example of where we are. Oil today, just in this small morning, we've made 154 ticks profit just by following the rules. Some days you don't get harmonic patterns that form. Some days you do. Other days you'll just trade off the xBratAlgo. But you'll get that confirmation from that BIAS Depth Heatmap, and then you'll use the manager. So you will constantly use all of the tools, but some days it will only be harmonics, some days it will only be xBratAlgo. Some days when they combine, the stars are aligned, you get continual trading opportunities during the day. And this is why we've put this bundle together for day traders, whether that's futures, forex, crypto, pretty much behave all the same. And this is the thinkorswim version, but there are versions for NinjaTrader and TradingView as well. So check out the links below for the video and check out that day trading basic bundle of trading indicators to give you continual trading opportunities during the trading day.